Hey Chopper, this viewer's not subscribed.
Car D Kaizoku.
Welcome to the top 4 of the Tokyo #1 Championship Series tournament. It's the first OP14 tournament of the season. So a bunch of new cards have shaken up the meta. This is the third round, so if you guys haven't seen the other two, check that out if you want to see some of the new leaders in action. And this is the top 4 here. I'll translate it for you. So we have an Ace, that's same old, but we have a Mihawk that made it to the end. I hope we get to see Mihawk on stream. And we have a Blue Purple Luffy, and then Purple Doflamingo that we saw in the very last video here. So that does mean the Nami got knocked out. But yeah, it's a completely fresh top 4 here. No Emu at all. Still Ace, but two new leaders, Mihawk and Purple Doflamingo. Jinbei didn't make it, unfortunately, and Boa got knocked out in the first round. But yeah, let's just jump right into the gameplay. And yet, the nice thing about my videos is I can bring up the English cards for you live as I'm talking. So hopefully that makes it a much more enjoyable viewing experience until we get familiarized with these OP14 cards. So yeah, again, let's jump to game start. Let's hope for a Mihawk. But first, a word from our sponsors. This video is sponsored by TCGX. Check out the brand new TCGX app. It lets you run your own local card shop. List your trade binder and instantly share it with friends nearby so they can buy and trade directly with you. Check out tcgx.gg to get started. This video is brought to you by Adakai TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code Kaizoku for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gumgum.gg. See the most up-to-date Eastern and Western deck lists on gumgum.gg, updated daily. Be the first to see deck lists for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Okay, so it's looking like Blue Purple Luffy. Okay. So what he does, this effect can be activated at the start of your turn. If you have 8 or more Dawn cards on your field, look at the top 5 cards of your deck for a Straw Hat Crew type card, and then you can add to your hand and put them back on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So it's get to 8 and then draw 2 cards a turn after that, and you can control what you draw. Pretty damn good, I would say so myself. Now let's see what his opponent will be. I'm not sure if Blue Purple Luffy got anything new in OP14. It's just a very consistently strong deck, and fallen out of favor recently. But looks like this guy pilots it really well against Mihawk. So another brand new deck, one of the top favorites of OP14. If your opponent has a slash attribute, this leader gets plus 1,000 power. Well, Blue Purple Luffy does not, so that part is not relevant. And then activate main once per turn, you can rest one of your cards. If there's a character with the cost of 5 or more on board, you can set to 3 of your Dawn is active. But you cannot play any more characters after that, after using that. But you get 3 extra Dawn to use for the turn, right? It's kind of like Red Green Smoker in that regard. Except you can't use it to play characters. But you can play events, and you can play your stage card and pay for effects like the Hiyori if you have it in your deck. But I do not think Mihawk runs Hiyori. So yeah, we've never seen this matchup before. We've seen an OP14 leader in every single round so far. So in case you guys want to check out the other two, go right ahead. Right, you can see Boa and Doflamingo in action. So let's just jump to game start. Looking at starting hands, I do know a bit about Mihawk now that I played it a bit. Running Double Searcher, right? Hidden Killer Searcher, not running the... Well, no, not having the 1-cost Prona in hand, but Dead Man's Game. Oops, DMG. This Prona like stops 2 things from being rested, and this counters for 3k, I believe. And the Coffin Boat can be used. Okay, just cover your entire hand. Coffin Boat is something you can tap to pay for your leader ability always. And then the Blue Purple Luffy's hand has Ramp, 2k, Ramp, Blocker, and then GGG. I would say this is a pretty good starting hand for Blue Purple Luffy. I'm not familiar with one of the events in the Mihawk's hand though. The Luffy one. Is it this one? Up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters with the cost of 7 or less will not become active. Okay, so it's like Electrical Luna, but also 3k counter. Just because this Coffin gives you 1 Dawn at the end of your turn, you always have access to a 3k counter for your leader. Right, can be pretty defensive. This Prona is like the MVP. Also, like one of the reasons why you're really good into Emu. You can just stop their blockers from blocking. So game start. This also is relevant into Blue Purple Luffy because of the Namis being able to block. So Mihawk just plays out Coffin Boat, you draw a card, and then it's going to be used to pay for his leader ability on the future turns. You'll be able to see. I've been talking for like an hour straight, so gotta make my lips more loose. Editor cut out that weird sound. So Blue Purple Luffy just passes to Mihawk's 3 Dawn turn. It does have a Kid and Killer Searcher, which is what we're going to probably see come out. Okay, so leader swings 6, counters for 2k, and then as we mentioned, this is going to come out. Lets you look at the top 5 cards for a Supernova type card added to your hand. Now, what is the 5-cost target? So the Tashiki is not a Supernova. I don't know what it would be looking for though. Oh, it's running the Bonnie. So this could be a build with the 6 cost law in that case, right? This one here. Because this is a supernova as well, and lets you replay that Bonnie over and over again. What else? Is Law and Beppo a supernova? It might be, right? Law and Beppo is a supernova, so it searches for that. He's looking like he's going for the Bonnie. Right, the 5 cost Bonnie is a pretty nice card. It denies one of your opponent's Dawn or characters from untapping. And then the Coffin Bolt lets him untap a Dawn at the end of the turn. So yeah, it's not your traditional slash Mihawk deck, it looks like. Right, usually they'll run like this Tashigi, but it's looking like this is a supernova build, which could be the superior build. We don't know what the optimal deck list for any of these leaders are yet. This is the Mihawk that made it to semifinals too, so we could just see a Zorojuro come out for the Blue Purple Luffy, so 6 from Luffy here. Maybe To Die For is more guaranteed. No, To Die For won't run up him 2 Dawn just yet, but why would he not swing 7? Mihawk can afford to take a 6 this early, I do believe. I reckon. He even kind of has like a Mihawk-esque fit, doesn't he? Yeah, the drip in Japan is immaculate. So it does play out the Zorojuro. When he attacks, if you have 3 or less life, you ramp it on, active. And you do start off with 3 life by default, so you don't need to do anything to activate it. Even his Dawn is pretty thematic. He got that drip. Okay, we see a Perona come out. So Zorojuro cannot rest, so he cannot ramp. This is actually a Blue Purple Luffy counter as well. What the heck? Because yeah, on play, 2 of your opponent's characters with the cost of 5 or less cannot be rested. And then uses the Coffin Boat to give himself 3 Dawn to attack for 8. Because again, he can rest any card, right? So that counts the stage. And then he does have a 5 cost or more, so it gives him that 3 Dawn. Pretty cool, right? So Blue Purple Luffy takes his first life, goes to his 5 Dawn turn. Now cannot ramp, right? This is frozen. Upside down, okay. 6 Dawn turn, sorry, my mistake. Can use the To Die For now though, right? Because he does have a 6k power or more character that runs from 2 Dawn. This will get him to 8, which is what he needs anyway, so that's fine. Completely fine for Blue Purple Luffy. Wouldn't have got this far if it was not fine for him. We've seen Mihawk was the most represented leader in this tournament. Takes the 6, the second 6. So 3 Dawn for 2 Die 4. Ramp 2 Dawn. Still has 4 Dawn to play something out. Plays a Nami? Or wait, did he have 5 Dawn or 4? 5 Dawn, right? Because 5 plus 3 is 8. So this Nami on play lets you draw 3 and place 2 cards from your hand back on the top or bottom of your opponent, or of your deck. Your opponent's deck now, your own deck. Does pick up a Sanji here, that's going to be pretty big. Does he want to keep Red Rock into Mihawk? I think so. I think you want to keep one. What do you put back then? Zorojuro for sure on the bottom. Maybe a Usohachi? Or Gear Second? Oh, he put something on top. I guess he could bottom deck with his leader ability anyway. Okay, so passes to Mihawk. Mihawk on his 7 Dawn turn here. Can play the Shanks if he runs it, but it looks like this isn't like the common build. Yeah, see, he has that law. Maybe he plays it kind of like the Green Zoro deck, where it's like mid-range but super aggressively mid-range. It's looking like it, right? Doesn't rely on the top end to like stall your opponent. Because this is a pretty aggressive deck, actually, because you get that 3 extra Dawn to attack with your leader for 8k every turn. Or you can even spread it around, right? The Peronas become 7, the Bonnies become 7, the Laws become 7, so does play out the Law, lets him bounce a character from the board back to his hand, bounces the Kid and Killer, and lets him play out a 5-drop Rested, so he's going to play out the Bonnie potentially, no, another Perona, which freezes these 2, right? That really great way to mitigate any damage against you as you're wailing 8k at your opponent. And then he's going to tap the stage, and he still has 1 Dawn, so you could play out a character. No, swing 7 with the Perona. It's going to be 7-8, it looks like. So he does use a 2k counter. Usohachi, no Dawn up, so we could see the Luffy go down to 1 right now. So he uses his leader ability to give him 3 Dawn to attack 8. We do see a take. Okay, so Blue Purple Luffy leader ability activates now, right? Because he has 8 Dawn going to 10. Has a Roger, that's perfect, that's what he needs. I don't think he knew that was there, so very nice to find that. He's going to combo it with the Sanji that can play out another character for free from the top of his deck. And then he can only take a Gungam Giant here, I think. Everything else is non-Straw Hat. And then puts that Roger on... Oh, he's going to draw a card and then put the Roger on top after that. So draws a card for the turn. But yeah, no blocker here, so it's a little more risky than he would like. Especially because like all these 6 hits can keep pinging him every turn. Okay, plays out the Sanji, as we mentioned, plays out the Roger. On play, you actually don't get the plus 2k yet because he's not at 10 Dawn, but it's just a big body out. Wait, why is he still plus 2? Oh, if you or your opponent, my bad. So he has 10 Dawn. So he is an AK base right now. Yeah, we don't have this card yet in English, so I'm still getting familiar with it. We're not getting it until January, actually. In case you're a Japan viewer or like an Eastern viewer wondering like, why doesn't he know what Roger does? We don't have the actual card yet, okay? Super defensive here in the Mihawk's hand. So it does take this 8, and then now the Nami can block. So yeah, let's see how he does this turn while the leader is AK base. Because all these 6s need 2 Dawn investment. 2 Deadman's games is going to be really devastating into the Mihawk. Into the Blue Purple Luffy. Devastating for the Mihawk to play. And then these Bonnies might be pretty annoying too. Right, they can keep these rested after they attack the big boys. Right, if it's any cost, anything that's rested stays rested. Even Dawn too, makes it awkward for your opponent. But Mihawk is at 9 right now. Cannot play both of them out. What would he do though? If he could replay the Perona or something, then he could swing a big number to get the opponent to 0, potentially. Does play Kid Killer looking for an answer. Long Beppo would be nice too. For next turn, not this turn. He runs a lot of events. Even the Paradise Waterfall. Oh, he does see a Mihawk there, but that's not a supernova, so he can't take it. He actually can't take anything, right? Yeah, I guess that's the risk of running so many varied types. Unfortunate, but that gives him Rested Dawn to untap with his leader ability. It would only be 2 Dawn. So he wants to play one other thing if he can. I mean, I guess he doesn't have to. If he Dead Man's game here, it would be pretty devastating. But again, he's an AK base, so not as devastating as it could be. But we do see a Perona again to stun, not stun. There should be a new word for this. Unrest, disable rest onto the same blocker. Then uses the Coffin to give him 3 Dawn. So he has 5 to work with. We could just see like 10 from leader. And then if the Luffy does not find another Roger to chain next turn, it might be over. Right, these 6Ks become a really big threat if he can't stay in 8K. Oh, he's gonna do 8-9? 8-8, sorry. Maybe 8-9. He might use both characters to attack. Okay, so 8 from Perona. Counter 1K. And then 8 or 9. 8 from leader, I would have to assume. He'll get a Dawn back from the Coffin Boat anyway. It's just, does he need 2 Dawn up? This swings 9 with Perona. And when Perona dies, she actually replaces herself with another 5 drop anyway. Okay, he uses Gungam Giant here. He needs to find that Roger. Oh, Gungam Giant, if you guys don't know what that does. If you Dawn -2, you can trash a card in your hand and counter 4K and draw 2 cards. Okay, so leader ability on the Blue Purple Luffy's turn. Finds a Roger. Okay, he's golden. Takes a 2K. Draws into a counter event, potentially. Or draws into the Roger, right? You don't have a Sanji, so you have to draw into the Roger. Yeah, this Roger is what's saving his ass right now. It's preventing a lot of the Peronas from attacking. Now, does the Blue Purple Luffy even want to clear the board, or does he just want to get Mihawk as low as he can? So it does just play out the Roger, give himself plus 2K again. Dang, is Blue Purple Luffy going to take out Mihawk? He's looking in a pretty good spot right now. Okay, so what does he do against the 8? Pitches use one of his Dead Man's game to counter for 3K. And then a 1K on top of that. I forgot what other events he had. Does he have the 4K counter? Okay, he uses the 3K and a 1K. And that's all the Dawn for the turn that he can use to counter. Here's a 9 from Sanji. I think it's at face. Okay, so now this Law becomes a blocker. 10 from this Roger. Might have to block here. Right, when you're at 1 life, he gains blocker. And he's an AK base anyway, so it's not like you're going to attack with him. That was a very well-timed second Roger. I think without it, Mihawk might have it on the clapback. Right, he'll survive this turn, but I don't know if he can finish the opponent. Okay, blocks with the Law. Well, I guess if he's gonna go for game anyway, he might as well just... Okay, blocks with it. Maybe he gets something from life that could save him, but it's looking like he could... Oh, but yeah, the Nami becomes a play again. I was gonna say Dead Man's game to get rid of like 1 Dawn and 1 blocker, but he still has 1 left, right? Because the 4 Dawn for Dead Man's game can be brought back with your leader ability anyway. Okay, so he does pick up a Law and Beppo here. Law and Beppis, which can make himself a 7K base and then freeze one of the opponent's attackers. But I don't think that saves him, does it? I don't think so. But yeah, Dead Man's game, for 4 Dawn, you could rest those things and then, again, get 3 Dawn back with your leader ability. Okay, he does play the Law and Beppo. So this is frozen and he's a 7K base. I just burped. I hope you guys can hear that on mic. Okay, so Coffin Boat to give him 3 Dawn. He might just have to leave it all up to survive. Because he has no blocker either. I guess Kid Killer also gives a Dawn. 1 Dawn back too. So he has that as an option, as an out. Oh, he's going 8K leader. He just counters with a Mr. 2 here. Oh no, it's 10K. Right, I forgot he's a 7K base. You Gungam Giant this then? I think you GGG this. He's still got that red rock too. I think you ditch the red rock now. GGG ditch the red rock. Is he thinking of taking? What would taking accomplish? I think Blue Purple Luffy has it from this position. Right, he can try to go for game, ping the 10, see what happens, and if it doesn't pan out, he can red rock the Law and Beppo. Okay, he counters with the 3k and then that's enough. He's saving his Gungam Giants. I guess every 1k matters. So Coffin Boat gives him a Dawn and this will give him another Dawn here. So he'll be able to counter 6k at least. So does he find yet another Roger? It finds a 9 cost Mihawk of his own. Mihawk into Mihawk. Pretty insulting, but he doesn't go for it. So picks up another Gungam Giant. Yeah, he just needs to leave all his Dawn up. And he's Gooch. Right, Red Rock and then leave 4 Dawn up. Alright, this Roger is so frozen, I forgot. So he has less attacks than I thought. Maybe he doesn't have game then. So you see 9 at face. So that would be a dead man's game and a 2k. Which he has. But ideally he'd want to save one to try to go for game with it. But he may not have that luxury. Oh, he's a 7k base. Sorry, I forgot. too many elevated stat lines. So this is 9 at 7. He just needs a 3k. Yes, yes, yes. Counter, so good. If he does split, does he have game? 1, 2, 6, 2. So this is 11k. And then he'd be able to swing. Okay, yeah, he's just going safe. 10. So this he has to take, or else the Luffy will just go 16 lead. So dead man's game, a 2k and a 1k. And then, yeah, Luffy would just Red Rock, I think, right? Red Rock and then leave all the Dawn up. Oh, he takes the 9? Is he inviting him to go 16? But that might be bait. Can he survive 16? I think he's going for the Red Rock play then. So how much is this? Again, 11, 12 now? So this is 12k. Okay, Red Rocks, yeah. Yeah, if he did go all in, he wouldn't have enough. So he Red Rocks and leaves 4 Dawn up. Yep. And this is, I think, the nail in the coffin. Nail in the coffin boat for Mihawk here. For some reason, I know how to play Blue Purple Luffy without playing him too much. I guess I played against him so much. Okay, but the thing is, Blue Purple Luffy is a 6k for the turn. So these Pironas can all finally hurt him. So he does have 2 Dead Man's game. That's 8 Dawn to get rid of all these, and then he'll get 3 Dawn back. That could be what he does. Oh, he still has a blocker though. That's crazy. What can you do? 7s would get him to use awkward counter, but that's a lot of Dawn to commit. Yeah, it's looking kind of doomed. You might want to just DMG the Nami and get 3 Dawn back, at the very least, as a base. Does he have another way to rest? I don't think so, right? Right, so it's 4 Dawn DMG, get it back almost for free. Well, he's attacking first. Why wouldn't you want to just get rid of the blocker? It's like nearly free, right? Okay, so 8k Perona. I mean, I thought it's nearly free. Because you're not going to get rid of all the Dawn, but you can at least get rid of the blocker guaranteed. Does that 1 extra Dawn that you would not have otherwise matter? I would figure the benefit of not having to worry about the blocker would be pretty good. So he does use Gungam Giant here on the 8. Draws no counter and 2k counter. Okay. He is protected as hell. Do we see the DMG now? Okay, we do see DMG. Rest a Nami and a Dawn. Oh, 2 Dawn. Eh? Another DMG to rest Nami. Okay, so uses 2 of them. Then Mihawk ability to get 3 Dawn back. 668. But he has more than enough counter for this. He's deciding how do I split this? 677, 688. No, it's 668. So 6 is countered by 1. 7 is going to be countered for 2. Nope. Yep. 7k. Takes it, and then leader 7 counter 2, and it's over. And then passes with 1 Dawn up. Leader ability for Blue Purple Luffy, going through the motions here. Picks up another Gungam Giant. Freaking Roger is such a good card, isn't it? That's the only reason he won this. So 9 from Sanj, countered at a hand. 10 from Raj. Concedes. Oh, even does the handshake. Oh, I like this guy. Is this the first handshake we've seen on stream? So Blue Purple Luffy wins. We haven't seen him in a while, right? Kind of refreshing to at least see him. But unfortunately, Mihawk does not make it to the finals here. But at least it's not an Emu or Ace. I think that's what everyone is most excited about. So yeah, that's going to be your semifinals. Finals up next. It's going to be Blue Purple Luffy versus... could be Ace. That wouldn't be too nice. So hopefully Purple Doflamingo makes it. We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought on the match. Let me know your thoughts on my commentary too. And then watch the other rounds if you haven't yet. And then I'll catch you guys in the next one really soon. Subscribe to my channel too, please. Bye.
Car D Kaizoku.